Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Branding While Black. I'm your host, Shanae Washington, and my mission is to educate, empower, and economically develop my people. So, we're going to do things just slightly a little bit different today. Been working on a different format that I want to try out on you guys. So, I am writing my first book, and it's going to be entitled Dear Talentpreneur. And the Talentpreneur is you. I basically am writing letters to you or diary entries to you that's tackling different aspects of how to create a successful, sustainable, service based business. And like I said, I'm going to be tackling different aspects of that, from pricing to getting started to actually executing to delegating to doing all of the things, right? That goes into creating a sustainable service based business. So, these entries that I have are going to serve as the content for the podcast because I really would love for these entries to start a dialogue so I can know, is this helpful? Is it not helpful? Do you require more information? Do you think this whole thing is lame? But be kind, because I'm really working hard on this. But basically, I want to read to you one entry for every podcast episode, and I hope that we can have some dialogue about it. So, without further ado, let's go on ahead and get started. And today we are going to be tackling what is really holding you back. All right, we ready? Okay. Dear Talentpreneur, yes, I called you a talentpreneur. God gives us all talents and gifts that are meant to be shared with the world. But I know that sometimes this shit could be scary. When you put yourself out there to monetize your gifts, it literally exposes the very essence of who you are as a person. And it can be a blessing and a curse because there's literally nowhere to hide and no one else to blame. And you are in complete control of your revenue that you bring in monthly. So what's really holding you back from making consistent money on a monthly basis? Let's talk about it. Because I was once where you are. And if I'm being completely hot, humble, open, and transparent, shout out to Transformation Church, every month is not always profitable. It's unfortunately normal, especially in the beginning of our businesses, to not have consistent months. So, of course, there are a few things that go into actually making money, right? Number one is that you have to put a value on your time, talent, and resources. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Two, build a genuine and consistent online presence. Three, create an offer. And four, treat every client like they are your VIP. So let's break these down. The first one, put a value on your time, talent, and resources. We've all been asked that question. How much do you charge for XYZ? But many of us freeze up and start stuttering when we're trying to give them an answer. You know why you do that? It's because you're scared. You're scared to say the price that you've already come up with in your head because you don't think that they will pay it. Once again, I've been there too. But why do we think like this? I think it's because our confidence has not yet been validated by customers or by our peers. And to add to that, we are not completely confident in our talents yet. So what exactly am I saying here? Well, first I'll tell you what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you don't need experience from previous clients. That's what I'm not saying. What I am saying is that you are in control of the packages that you put together around your services. If you don't feel comfortable providing a premier service with a premier price tag, then don't. Just don't. Create a smaller package. Create a smaller package at a lower cost and then get reviews and testimonies. This will help you with your confidence and give you more insight to the type of customers you truly want to do business with. Now, let's go to the next one. Build a genuine and consistent online presence. Now, y'all, this one is definitely a thorn in everybody's side, especially my fellow introverts. I am sorry to say this, but it is 2021. There is absolutely no way around it. But I want you to think about your daily habits. When you want to find someone that does a specific service, or even when you want to try out a new restaurant, where's the first place you go? You go to Google. And then you also may check out their Instagram. And then you also may check out their Facebook. You're doing research before you spend your hard-earned money at these places or with these people. You are looking for reviews and you're looking to see if they post regularly. But guess what? As a talentpreneur, you will have to do all of these things and make these things available for people when they start to look you up. Now, I've heard plenty of business owners complain that they don't get any traction on their IG pages or on their websites, even though they're updating them every day. But the thing is, you can't just post graphics and pictures of the services every day. Like, there's no personality in that at all. People want to know the person behind the services. So yes, you may have to go live once a week. Yes, you may have to post videos around topics of your industry. Yes, you have to create engaging content. And not only that, you need to do it on a consistent basis. And y'all, you don't need fancy equipment. All you need is your phone, Canva, the app, and a video editing app. And me personally, I use Video Shop on my iPhone. But last but not least, you just need to hit the button and just start talking. I promise the nerves will go away. I'm a fellow introvert. I know this. I still get nervous on camera, but I feel like what I have to say is of value and people need to hear it. And my only hope is, even if it helps one person, then that means that it was worth me hitting the button and just talking. So the next one, create an offer. You'd be surprised how many businesses do not have an offer. How do you expect anybody to buy your service if you don't have an offer? So think about it like this. The offer is a part of the experience that you're providing. Let's use the example that I used a little while ago in the beginning. Someone asks you, how much do you charge for XYZ? You should be able to say, I have a package that covers XYZ and ABC for $1,500. At this point, the ball is in their court. Believe me, they will let you know either by their body language or in their response if that falls within their budget. And if their response is, well, all I really wanted was XYZ, then you can say, well, my lower package is $500 and it does cover XYZ. Boom. That's it. That is it. The problem is that in that moment where someone is asking us, how much do we charge for our service? We are literally in that moment over dramatizing this interaction in our head. We're thinking the worst possible scenario that we can possibly imagine in our heads, when really the only worst case scenario is that they say, no, I'm not interested, or no, that's out of my price range, or no, I can't afford it, or hey, I can't afford you now, but I'll come back later when I can. You know, like that is the worst that can happen. So we need to stop over dramatizing this. All right, the last one. Treat every client like they are VIP. This really should go without saying, but you should be able to build relationships with your clients, deliver the results that you promised, and be responsive. I always say, when clients are paying me, I am on their time. However, if it's someone that's trying to get my premium service for nothing, then they are on my time. And I tend to fill my time up with family, friends, and clients who are paying me for my time, talent, and resources. So when I'm on my client's time, there's a level of urgency and efficiency that I move with. So they know exactly what I'm working on and where we stand. I respond promptly to text messages, and I make myself available for meetings when needed, because I'm communicating with them all this time. So if they're asking for a meeting with me, I know that it must be to give me new information or some kind of new development that has happened that's critical to the project that we're working on, right? So, but most of all, I am honest, brutally honest with my clients, especially if it's something that they want that falls out of the scope of work that I can do. I refer them to someone else for that particular service. I'm very honest. I am honest with the results that we get. I am honest with the feedback, and I ask that they be honest with me, because that's the only way that I can get better. And you kind of have to develop a thick skin, a tough skin when you're dealing with clients, especially in a service-based industry where you don't have a product, because it's all you and what you do. So you have to develop a way to take that constructive criticism and not hold grudges and not be petty, and because it's you. So you don't want someone else to say that about you. So take it, see how you can use it to fix your processes or whatever the case is, so you can make the experience better for the next client. So but the last part about this is, when you do a great job and your client is happy, just ask them to do a review on social media or to drop you a review on Google. Most people don't think about leaving a review unless they're pissed with the service that they got. So if you just ask, most of the time they will leave a positive review. So, what's really holding you back? Remember that right now, at this stage in your business, especially if you're in the beginning, you are building a house, right? Just imagine you're building a house that hopefully, it may be the beginning of the revenue for generations of your family. Because that's why we're doing this, right? To create generational wealth for our families. When you want to make sure that the foundation is laid correctly, what you are doing now is laying the foundation. It may take a little while for that cement to settle and become solid, but a fact is that it always does. And when it's settled and it's solid, you want to make sure that there's no cracks in that thing, that it's solid to build on moving forward for years to come. So don't stop, make adjustments, and keep it pushing. Signed, Shanae Washington. All right, you guys. So that was the very first entry, my first rough draft of my first entry. And I want to know what you guys think and what are some things that's holding you back. So I'm going to post a clip on IG. So feel free to follow me there, Shanae J. Washington. And let me know, like, what's holding you back. If you like this particular format of doing the podcast this way and kind of getting a sneak peek into my book. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys so much for all of the love and support. And I will see you guys same place, same time next week. Peace.